Hey guys, this is Genesis, the original support, and today is jungle practice with this guy, Cho'Gath. Cho'Gath is he's one of those champions that he's kind of quirky. He is fun to play, and because he's a tank, he also kind of fits in to the new 5.5 patch and some of the buffs that tank junglers have gotten pretty well, I think. A couple of things to note: he is fairly mana intensive. He's got a nice kit for jungling, for the most part. He doesn't have the greatest clear times in his early levels, but if he can get rolling, he can become an absolute terror. And the big thing... Sorry, I'm having some coffee here while I do this. But one of the big things for Cho'Gath is it's not always having a massive impact early in the game, but it's what you do with your ganks. You don't have to gank all the time in order to be effective as a jungler. For that reason, I prefer having junglers who they know their business and they'll keep up, and they'll farm decently. They'll farm decently while at the same time they're helping out their carries in all three lanes to get going. Cho'Gath. I feel like Cho'Gath is one of those junglers that you want to take if you've got, say, a carry top laner, definitely a carry mid laner, and one of those buffed up AD carries, Graves or Callista. Silver actually is a pretty decent AD carry these days. Cho'Gath will fit the role of the tank pretty well in those team comps. Thing is, though, aside from his W, which is his silence, Cho'Gath suffers from not having any really hard CC other than his W. Some people are gonna argue about me that, and just, oh, dude, his Q, that's a hard CC. Yes, it's a knock-up, and his W certainly helps a lot during his ganks, but he doesn't have a root or stun, and he doesn't have a way of quickly charging into a fight, which, in my opinion, that's probably the biggest knock against Cho'Gath, is that he doesn't have a way of getting into a gank very quickly. He takes a while to farm up. He takes a while to scale. But if you can catch the enemy laners overextending, then you're going to have a lot of success, and you come out and hit your Q and your W. In fairly rapid succession. And you should be able to find quite a bit of success as Cho'Gath. Actually, I'm not going to go for the Rift Scuttler right now. As Cho'Gath, you're probably going to need to surrender some early control of the river. Because what you really want to be able to use with Cho'Gath, especially on the Rift Scuttler, is going to be his ultimate. I give you a stack as well as vision. That's my suggestion, anyways. You do not need to take my word for it. I can probably lay off taking potions now. And so on the recommended build path, it says to get a poacher's knife and then the enchantment. I think it's probably a better idea to go for the chilling smite. So I'm going to work towards a Cinder Hulk upgrade on that. And it says boots of mobility. I'm actually going to go with cloth armor. If it was an AP heavy enemy team that I was facing, then I would probably pick up, I'd probably wait until I had an extra 200 gold in cash, and then upgrade to Mercury Treads. At some point I'll get the question, Genesis, why is it that you're moving so fast on Cho'Gath? I've set up my jungling pages. Okay, let's take a look at that. 300 true damage. Okay. Go ahead and eat that. Alrighty. Once Cho'Gath gets up to about level 4 or 5, his camp clears become much, much better. And of course now, his ultimate really helps. Cho'Gath's ultimate, if you've ever played Nunu and maxed at Consume, you get the idea behind Cho'Gath's ultimate. And although eating champions is a lot more gratifying in some ways, the fact that his ultimate deals true damage should probably be one of the main reasons why you want to save it for some of these jungle camps. I'm actually going to wander into the lane here. I'm going to just venture out. That wave will actually start pushing in my favor, I think. Alright, on to the dragon. I'd actually forgotten about that. So I'm going to go ahead and recall, and we'll see what we've got in terms of cash and items. Okay. I'm actually going to swap out my warding trinket for a sweeping lens. And I'm going to see, too, if I can... Okay. 950 for that. A little bit of armor.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
And at this point, I want to start helping out with wards. So I'm going to pick up wards and some health pots. Okay, so I'm going to stop it here. A few reasons to get Cho'Gath. Once he hits level 6, his camp clear becomes pretty good. Instead of just okay. And once you can upgrade your Cinder Hulk from the Hunter's Machete, you'll be able to survive pretty decently in combat. You can use Feast on like the Baron or the Dragon in combination with your Smite. Cho'Gath gets pretty tanky, and he deals a ton of magic damage. And if you've got fairly attack-oriented carries in all 3 lanes, Cho'Gath is a decent option in the jungle. Unlike some of the other tank junglers, he doesn't have a hard engage. He doesn't have a load of CC, but the CC that he does have, it can change team fights. It can change team fights, and it will help you. It will help you win skirmishes as well. And that's pretty much it. Like and subscribe to this channel, and also leave your comments, suggestions, and requests on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. This is Genesis, the original support. Best of luck in your next game, and have a great day.